बहार आई है इस वक्ते ख़िज़ां में, लगे हैं फूल मेरे बोस्तां में।
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Before the advent of the promised Messiah alayhi salam, there was many disputes that were done internally between Muslims. And some of these disputes even went against, and they said horrible things to saints of Islam. But then when this came to a peak, God the Almighty sent the promised Messiah alayhi salam. And he fulfilled the prophecy of the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So what we are going to talk about today is how the promised Messiah alayhi salam defended the saints of Islam. So today we have Farhan Iqbal Sahab and we have Rabbi Isaac Fonseca Sahab.
You know, as you just mentioned about the disputes, when the promised Messiah alayhi salam came, he taught us the right way to deal with these disputes. He said that we should respect all the holy personages of Islam, all the saints, reformers. Everyone should be respected. We should not be like those Muslims who disrespect some of the companions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ, for instance, or who disrespect any other righteous person in the history of Islam. We should have respect for all of them. That is what the promised Messiah ﷺ taught, and that is what we as Ahmadi Muslims try to follow. And among the companions, we also respect the descendants of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. We respect and love the family of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. And it's not that we love the family and not the companions, or we love the companions and not the family. We love everyone. We respect everyone. There are multiple narrations about this. One companion narrates that the promised Messiah ﷺ said that we have love and respect for the descendants or the family of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. We hold them in very high regard, in very high esteem. And there's one particular incident that is very beautiful in this regard. It is narrated by Hazrat Dr. Sayyid Abdul Sattar Shah Sahib, right? Shah Sahib, radiallahu anhu, he narrates that once he came to visit the promised Messiah alayhi salam, and the promised Messiah alayhi salam is resting on the charpai in the garden, and there are a couple of other charpais there, and other companions are sitting on those charpais. And he says that he did not find any spot to sit, so he and his friends decided to sit on a sack of jute that was on the ground. So as soon as he was about to sit on the sack, the promised Messiah alayhi salam suddenly called out to him. He said, "Shah Sahib, come and sit with me on the charpai." And Shah Sahib was hesitating. He felt uncomfortable trying to sit on the same charpai as the promised Messiah alayhi salam. And because he was hesitating, the promised Messiah alayhi salam called out to him again. And he said, "Shah Sahib, please come and sit with me. You are a Sayyid, you are someone whose respect is something that we consider necessary." In other words, respecting the family, loving the family of the Holy Prophet ﷺ was very important to the promised Messiah ﷺ, and he emphasized it.
Yeah, and I would like to add to this on what the promised Messiah ﷺ showed for us, how we should respect the saints in Islam. In particular, I'd like to share with you about his views on the four main imams. And you know that in Islam, the four main imams and their school of thought are held in high esteem, and also in their time they rendered a great service to Islam. But there were a group of people who started to look at them in a negative light, and they also started slandering against them. And about that, the promised Messiah ﷺ, he personally felt that they were greatly wrong. And he said, and I'd like to make a quote from what the promised Messiah ﷺ said in Malfuzat with regards to the four main imams. So he said that, in my opinion, the four main imams and their school of thought are of a highest status. And they are a blessing from Allah, And he also says that they are like a sanctuary for Islam. And he said that God had created people of high stature in defense of Islam who had fear of God and were pure. So this is how he described them and what how he held them in such high esteem. And then he goes on to say that the reason for the present day there are such people who have strayed is that due to their non-obedience to their imams. And he says that he has witnessed himself some people speaking harshly about Imam Abu Hanifa, Radhiyallahu anhu. And he said that they are in the wrong. So there is another thing that I'd like to add upon this that is narrated by Hazrat Dr. Mir Muhammad Ismail Saab. He says that the promised Messiah ﷺ, whenever he mentioned the holy personages such as the saints of Islam, that he would do that in respect and honor. And he also said that if someone disagreed with what a saint in Islam had said, being that if they had said something disrespectful about someone, then the promised Messiah would respond by quoting that hadith that says that action depends on the intent. And the promised Messiah explained that we don't know what the reality is, and also we don't know what their intention was. They were the saints of their time, and we should not disrespect them. So you see these two incidences, they show how we should show respect for the holy personages of Islam, and we should also defend them as well.
And something that comes to my mind is the fact that some Shia Muslims have said some disparaging things about the wives of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. But a great example of how the promised Messiah ﷺ dealt with this was in an amazing way. And he wrote a book called Sirr al-Khilafah, and he was writing it and did not say anything bad about anybody in it. And even when a prayer duel was initiated in regards to Khilafat-e-Rashida, there was nothing bad said about anybody. It was done in a very productive way.
Right. There are some Shia Muslims who make objections about some companions or even the wives of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. And the promised Messiah ﷺ, responded always with respect for all the companions. And there's an interesting narration, incident in regards to this. It is narrated by Hazrat Sheikh Muhammad Ismail Sahib Sarfsawi, radiyallahu anhu. He narrates that once there was a sitting with the promised Messiah ﷺ, and one companion tells the promised Messiah ﷺ that he has some Shia neighbors, and he complains about some of them. He says that some of them are decent and they are very sincere and they are good, but there are some others who bother him, insult him, make fun of him, and there are yet some others who even attack the companions of the Holy Prophet ﷺ. And he says, Huzur, I avoid them. I don't engage with them. And the promised Messiah ﷺ responded by saying that these are unfortunate people. And the best way to respond to them would be to have them get into a debate with a Khariji. Now, a Khariji is a person who does not respect the Hazrat Ali radhiyallahu anhu. So they can debate with them if they like. And the promised Messiah ﷺ says that we should respect all the companions, and we should respect everyone, or even the saints of the Shia. We respect them. We should respect them. we should have love and respect for all the righteous and pious people in the history of Islam, whether they belong to the Sunni side or the Shia side. And there's another narration, another person who quotes the promised Messiah alayhi salam, and he says that the promised Messiah alayhi salam said that we respect even the 12 imams, right? We consider them to be honorable, we should respect them, we should consider them pious, and we should consider them the leaders of the people. And we should not disrespect them in any way.
Yeah, I would like to carry on this discussion a little bit further. There's what we find in one of the narrations that the promised Messiah ﷺ wanted us to have affection and wanted us to have respect for even the Muslim leaders. And before I mention this incident, I just want to say that this is about a Muslim leader from India who is named Tipu Sultan. Tipu Sultan was a very brave Muslim leader. And this incident is narrated by the promised Messiah's son, Hazrat Mirza Bashiruddin Mahmud Ahmad Sahib Razila Ta'ala Anhu. So he says that, and he's talking about a time when he was very young, and he says that there was this time when I was outside the house and my father was inside, and there was a dog that came, and he had motioned to the dog, to come to him. And when he motioned, he said, "Tipo, tipo." So the promised Messiah came from the house. He came out, and he was upset. He was angry, and he said that, "Are you not ashamed to call this dog Tipo?" And then he explained to him that the British used to have this this way of naming their dogs after the Muslim who are of high personages, and he said, you're copying them. So he also said, you should be warned and never do this again. And then he said at the end of the narration that I was about 8 or 9 at this time, but this begun the respect in my heart for Tipu Sultan. So I think that we also get from this is that the promised Messiah taught us that we should also instill that respect for Muslim leadership in our generations to come.
And, one story that comes to mind is something that a companion narrated, that the promised Messiah ﷺ was in Lahore. And Khalifatul Masih II, may Allah be pleased with him, asked the promised Messiah ﷺ, and may I go see the grave of Emperor Jahangir? The promised Messiah ﷺ said, yes, you may go and see his grave. But respectfully and gently, the promised Messiah ﷺ said, do not stop at his grave, because he has disrespected a saint of Islam. This shows the love that he had for the saints.
Right, and in this regard, there is also what we see the promised Messiah ﷺ also having respect for Islamic terminology or Islamic titles, not just the saints, but even the title. And there's a very interesting narration in this regard by Hazrat Maulvi Muhammad Deen Sahib radiyallahu anhu. He narrates that once a person who was a Christian but a native of India came to see the promised Messiah alayhi salam. His name was Gul Muhammad. He knew Arabic grammar as well, and he wanted to be called Maulvi Gul Muhammad. But the people, they saw that he's a Christian, so they started calling him Pastor Gul Muhammad, right? Priest or Pastor Gul Muhammad. So he wanted to see the promised Messiah alayhi salam, and he kept requesting, and eventually a meeting was arranged with the promised Messiah alayhi salam, and there was a discussion. The promised Messiah alayhi salam presented many of the beautiful qualities of Islam, the teachings of Islam, and he presented his own claim as well. So initially, Gul Muhammad, he made objections about Islam, and he was given proper responses. But then he started a very deceptive way where he would praise Islam a little bit and then make an objection. And that made the promised Messiah alayhi salam, a little bit upset. His face became red, and he then started quoting from the Bible, presenting the way the Bible portrays Jesus Christ, and made some objections in that regard as well. Now, in the entire discussion, this man kept wanting the promised Messiah alayhi salam to call him Maulvi, but the promised Messiah alayhi salam did not do so. The promised Messiah alayhi salam said, how can I use a respectable Islamic title for an unclean person? Right? And this person kept on insisting, no, you have to call me, I'm not a pastor, don't call me a pastor. And the Prophet Messiah alayhi salam said, okay. Then he said, okay, Mr. Gul Muhammad. Instead of Pastor Gul Muhammad, he said Mr. Gul Muhammad. And the promise, and when he would request that he would be called Maulvi, the Prophet Messiah alayhi salam said that how can I give a respectable Islamic title to a person who is a non-Muslim and who has an unfavorable view of Islam? So he never accepted that request from him.
And so, in conclusion, I think we've talked about so many stories, but there's still so many out there about how the promised Messiah alayhi salam respected the saints of Islam. And we can see in the writings that this was his nature. And this is what the Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam foretold us, that there would be a successor to him, and he would act in this way. And so these are all the stories we have time for today. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
बहार आई है इस वक्त ख़िज़ां में, लगे हैं फूल मेरे बोस्तां में।